Welcome to Improve with Joe. Today is January 9th, 2021. You have survived 8 days already of this crazy year. Some surprises, some things are not so surprising. Either way, you made it, and you're going to keep making it because you can do it. Day by day, you're going to get better. You're going to learn, grow, adapt, overcome, and all the positive things I can possibly throw at you. Because this is Improve with Joe, and that's what you're here for. And if you haven't already, please subscribe, like, share. The more people get the message out there, the better the world is going to be. That's what I'm putting out there. That's what I'm stating. That's what's going to happen. Thank you for joining. So today, we're going to get started with the word of the day, as always. Intromission. The act of putting something inside something else. An insertion. Okay, this one's actually The act of putting something inside something else. We're just going to keep it at that. If you want to look up other definitions, feel free. An alternative word that we're going to talk about is consistency. For me, that's a big part of this channel and myself and the world, and I make sure I'm focused on my big nose. Right now it's focusing right here. Consistency. Constantly adhering to the same principles, course, form, etc. A consistent opponent. Holding firmly together. Cohering. If I can do that, if I can do one thing this year, is be consistent. Hell, I might as well just get it tattooed. Consistent. Probably not, but I have been thinking about if it is to be, it is up to me. That's the whole Aaron Hernandez quote that got popular, but it's also a book. I mentioned it a long time ago. Mom and Dad, if you don't want me to get a tattoo right here, comment, let me know. Otherwise, I'm going to do it. Kidding. Not really. We'll see. Be consistent. It's a big thing. Use intromission in the non-sexual way, because if you do, you're a 12-year-old, but then again, it's fun to be 12. So either way, today I'm going to do, instead of a quote from someone else, I'm going to do a quote for myself. I've been writing a good bit today, and writing a quote and having a quote be my quote is something that I really, really like the idea of. As I said the other day, you die 2 times in the world. 1, when you actually die, your physical body dies. And then 2, when someone says your name for the last time. And it was funny because I said Alexander the Great, and the friend I told it to said, hey, he's still alive, because I said his name. And it's the truth. So either way, I'll go through some of my quotes, and this is just some of the parts that I've written in my book. And they're kind of, not jumbled, but either way, okay. If all we know and experience is our honest self, how can we live a life? How can a life be lived fully if it denies itself before even trying to know oneself? I'll say it again without the misspeaks. If all we know and experience is our honest self, how can a life be lived fully if it denies itself before even trying to know oneself? Basically, if you don't try to understand who you are and you just accept other stuff before you understand who you are and ask questions about what you like, what your passions, what your hobbies are, and you just accept what society says or what your parents say or what the boarding school or what the religion says, whatever it is, if you don't give that time to yourself, whether or not developing when you're a kid or even later in life, whenever it is, it's critical. So, to know and trust yourself in a changing world, to see through misinformation and to reject intentional normalization is the ultimate skill anyone can learn. Because change is a good thing. Without change and working through it, a life is not fully lived. Motion, disruption, dynamic personalities, all are a part of the whole and are essential to learning who you are and what your passions are. Because perceived stability is just that, an illusion of structure and immutability that in reality is only being steadily maintained through constant adjustments, tweaks, and missteps. Experiences turn into lessons, ultimately forming the whole. The distinct mixture of inner and outer voices, passions, and a mix of societal and innate values, goals, and desires make up who you are. Recognize pain and struggle. Accept it and welcome it, because it represents the real challenge of life and an opportunity to improve and grow. Welcome to Improve with Joe. Keep away from people who try to belittle your ambitions. Small people always do that, but the really great make you feel that you too can become great yourself. I'll say that one again. Keep away from people who try to belittle your ambitions. Small-minded people, always do that. But the really great ones make you feel that you too can become great. And that, is ultimately what it comes down for me. I may not be great now. I may not have done great things already. I have done some. I'm happy about some. But I have, the actions I've already done